Hi, everyone. A very warm welcome to each one of you to our webinar today. Please wait a couple of minutes before we are going to get started with this. So I ask you for your patience. We're just waiting for a few more people to join us, and then we will get started. Thank you so much for being here today, and welcome. So while we're waiting for everyone, if you could go ahead and put in the chat box that you see, there's actually an area where you can write to me or where you can ask your question. If you can just let me know where you're logging in from, that would be great. I'll start. I'm in Berlin. This is actually the BSBI library that you see behind me. I don't know how much of it you can see, but we have an online library, and so we have spaces for students to use the facility, and also use this as a quiet space while they are studying. But because I am talking to all of you, I got everyone to kind of leave, so you can't see anyone behind me. But just to give you an idea of what our campus looks like, we thought it'll be nice to sit in an area where you might use when you're on our campus. So yeah, this is the library. So yes, if you can go ahead and let me know where you are logging in from. I see Kwaku. Hi, Kwaku. Where are you? Kwaku's in Ghana. That's awesome. Welcome. Nice to have you here. What about the rest of you? I'm quite curious to know. Kenfred and Ahmed, Antonia. I have your names, but I don't know where you're from. Lakshmi, not Lakshmi, Lakshani, sorry. Laurentia, Mufid, Precious, Syed, Tete, Felix, so many of you here. So I'm waiting, and I'm going to wait for you to let me know where you're logging in from. Maybe you're on your phone and you can't write, and I get that. Hi, Prince, you're from Ghana, welcome. Nice to have you here. We have lots of students from Ghana on our campus, and during our multicultural day, they make the most delicious food ever. So I had an opportunity to eat some of your cuisine, which is absolutely delicious. So yeah, we look forward to having all of you on our campus soon. We will start in exactly 1 minute. Hi, Antonia. You're from Nigeria. Welcome. Nice to have you here. You're from Abuja. Okay, lovely. Anytime. We look forward to having you here, Antonia. Okay, so I think I will go ahead and get started. Thank you so much. Yes, we can't wait for you to join us too. Thank you so much once again to all of you for being here, for being on time today. We're going to be talking about the different types of opportunities that are awaiting each one of you. And I'm going to talk a little bit about our campuses here in Germany. For those of you who don't know me or who haven't had the experience to be a part of one of BSBI's webinars, I'm one of the many people who do webinars for BSBI. My name is Sangeetha George, and I am the Student Engagement Manager here on campus. So what I do is I work extremely close with our students, namely the Student Council Presidents, and the class representatives, and basically all of you who are coming into our campus. So you'll definitely meet me whether you have a choice or not. And I look after all the activities that we do outside of the classroom. So all the events that we have, all the clubs that we run, all the support that we offer, I basically manage all of that. So I really I'm looking forward to having each one of you on our campus and getting to meet you. I know you by name now, but it'll be lovely to get to know all of you when you are here. I'm just going to take a moment to share my screen with you, and hopefully you will be able to just go through the presentation really quick with me. And then what we can do is open it up for any kind of questions that you might have. And then I will give you my email address where you can write in and ask me any questions, or I can, if you're interested, you haven't put in an application, then send me an email and I will get someone to get in touch with you to help you through the application process. Okay? All right. So I hope you can see my screen. Can you confirm that you can see my screen, please? Okay, awesome. So looks like you can see it. I just want to really quickly start with the mission and vision of BSBI for all of our students, which is enterprise leadership and success. Enterprise because we want you to be enterprising, we want you to be innovative, we want you to be students who stand out in the workplace after your education with BSBI. We, of course, want you to be leaders in your particular fields, whether it's business, whether it's an MBA that you're doing, whether it is IT, whether it is psychology. We definitely want you to be leaders. And of course, we want nothing but success for each one of you. And that is our mission and vision for each one of you as soon as you step into BSBI and start your education with us. So just to talk about why BSBI would be a great choice for you, and that's what we're here to talk about, and the different types of opportunities for each of you. It definitely is one of the most top-ranked educational institutions and business schools here in Berlin or in Germany. Actually, we have globally recognized programs. I will be going into the different partners with which we offer our programs, and that partnership is just growing right now, and we're super excited about everything that is in store for us as a business school in 2024, and also for you as students who are going to be coming here soon. In Berlin, if you look at it, it's affordable cost of living, really, whether it's accommodation, whether it's food, whether it's transport, and we will really quickly, I will show you a comparison of that. Tremendous work opportunities for international students, and we are very sensitive to that. So we know our students come in here basically to find jobs, to start a life here in Germany, and we make sure that our schedules that we have, the timetables that we have, are flexible in order to meet your needs as a working student. So right from when you come, you can find yourself a part-time job, you can find yourself internships, you can find yourself mini jobs, and then once you graduate, we will help you through that process of applying for a full-time job. And we have an extremely diverse community. We love to say, and it's the truth, that we have almost or more than 90 nationalities here on campus, staff and students combined. So it's just beautiful. You have something like a multicultural day for over 2 days, and people are dressed in their traditional attires. They're cooking their own food. Like for those of you who logged in on time, you heard me say that for those of you from Ghana, I got an opportunity, which I'd never probably have unless I went to Ghana, to taste your authentic food. And it was so nice. We celebrate each other's cultures. We learn from each other's culture. And it's a great, great opportunity to be a part of this diverse community if and when you decide to join BSBI. I'm just going to quickly talk about why study in Berlin. So we're just going to look at some of the advantages of being here in Berlin. And I can tell you from my own experience, because I moved here about 4 months ago. I used to work remotely, and I'm finally here on campus. And I can't tell you how eclectic and how beautiful this community or this city is. Everyone's accepted, everyone is allowed to be their own individual. There are a tremendous amount of jobs, and that's why it's one of the capital of one of the biggest European economies. So there is tremendous job opportunities for you. It's the capital of startups in the European Union. We've talked about the study and work visa opportunities, and that's one of the biggest reasons why you as a student should consider coming here to Berlin to study, because not only can you work while you are studying, if you're a part-time worker, you can work up to 20 hours, and then that'll increase once up to 40 hours when you're a full-time worker. And then once you graduate, you're able to get yourself a post-study work visa, and then you can be here and try and look for a job and then get yourself a work permit. So the government is very encouraging and receptive to you as international students coming here. Yes, there may be a lot of paperwork that you need to do, but trust me, it's worth it. There's a wealth of culture, so much history here, and you're able to be a witness to that through all the museums that we have, through the beautiful architecture of so many buildings. It's just not only just here in Berlin, but even if you go to Hamburg or any of Potsdam, any of the smaller cities also, it's just filled and rich of culture. And of course, the low cost of living that we've looked at. I just want to quickly give you a comparison of the rents, Berlin as compared to Rome or Amsterdam, Paris or London is approximately at about 450, 500 euros. You will be able to find yourself a decent place, whether it's just one bedroom or if you're coming with a friend to share. Most students will find an apartment where there are other students. We're happy to help you do that. If you need accommodation, we do have a department that deals with that. We will not find it for you, but can give you the links that you need, and that's more than plenty. That's more than the help that you could probably have if you come here on your own. Transport, I cannot tell you. I'm from India, from the south part of India, and yes, of course, we have lots of people, and we have lots of people on the road who are driving or cycling, buses. But here, the transportation is on point. I cannot even tell you how reliable it is, whether it's the tram, whether it's the train, whether it's the bus. They are perfectly timed, and just I can't find any other word, but the synergy between all of that is just fantastic and very, very affordable for you as a student. I'm just going to quickly go through some of the reasons for you to choose BSBI as your study destination. If you're looking for your higher education, maybe you're just finishing up high school, so you're looking for a bachelor's program, or you're looking for a master's, or you're looking for your second master's, whatever it might be. I just want to highlight some of the reasons why it would be good for you to study with us. First of all, regardless of, we have various campuses, which I'm going to be talking about, but when you're looking at our campus here, it's in a place called Neukölln, and the building is called Alto Post. Alto Post was built in 1906, if I'm right. So it's a fairly old building, but if you look behind me, it doesn't look that old. They have actually revamped it. It's gorgeous, it's beautiful, it is compact, but everything you need as a student is all in one building, and it's really, really nicely done, modern interior design and architecture. Yeah, we have multiple study locations, so not only here in Berlin, which we will be talking about, and we are talking about, we have a campus in Hamburg, we have a campus in Paris, and also Barcelona. Athens is in the works. So there's multiple options for you. Invariably, regardless of which campus you choose, you can complete and graduate your education from here in Germany, and you will still be eligible for the post-study work visa that the country offers. So you can start in Barcelona or you can start in Paris, and then after 1 year decide. And we've had students who've actually moved after doing 1 year in our other locations and are going to finish their education here. We've talked about the diverse community. We have a number of memberships that BSBI has with AACSB International, UN Prime Erasmus Plus. So these are all really good, even if once you graduate with us, to show this on your CV or your certificate that you've belonged to a school with all of these memberships really holds value and credibility. All our programs are taught in English, so much so we do have a rule that you do need to be speaking in English as long as you're on campus. Of course, you'll hear students talking in all their different languages, which is wonderful to hear too. But if you are in a class setting, then it is recommended and it is required for the teacher and for you to speak in English, which is a lovely thing, right? Imagine if you came here and everything was in German. We have a fantastic career department. We provide you with the support, but we expect you to take initiative. We expect you to be proactive, but we do help with putting together a CV that will be accepted here for Germany, and also to look for jobs right from, even if you decide you want to join us and you register with us and you still haven't come onto campus, you still have access to our careers department and also the platform that we use so that you can attend all these workshops and prep yourself before you get here. And I will show you some slides of the kind of work that they're doing. We do provide legal support. It's one of the things that makes, one of the many things that makes BSBI different from the other business schools here. Normally, you have to pay quite a bit if you need to consult a lawyer or an immigration law firm in order to find out about how you can convert your visa from a residence permit to a work permit or a blue card or whatever it might be. But we have partnered with a company or a law firm called SIRS, and they will provide you with advice and support that's free of charge. Your first consultation with them is free of charge, and this is only in Germany, and it definitely, I've only heard wonderful things. They also have started doing webinars for our students here so that you can be ready and know what to expect in terms of, whatever the process you need to go through in order to get your visa. We do provide free German language lessons. So what I would recommend, those are they're for a certain time, but I would definitely 100% recommend that you sign up for these and then continue to learn your German, because you will need at least a B2 or a C1 when you're looking for a full-time job, especially for some of the industries. Okay, so keep this in mind. Highly recommend. I still haven't, to be honest, I haven't started studying, but thankfully I work in an environment where everyone speaks in English, but I am determined to learn it, and so should you be. So please put that and keep that in your mind. But we do offer and we do get you going by offering you the free German classes. And we also have free executive education courses. Normally, students will ask me, so what kind? So I just looked, if you go onto our website, which is berlinsbi.com, you'll be able to find all of this information. And there's one tab called free executive education. So we have courses like Metaverse Revolution, blockchain and cryptocurrency, conversational AI and chatbot systems. So things that, which definitely you require as skills when you go out into the workplace. These are all 21st century jobs that we are getting our students to be ready for and prepared for, okay? So you can do these courses and then add them as part of the skills that you have, or as part of some of the accomplishments that you've been able to gain while during your time here in BSBI. And these are all free. A lot of these courses are free. So definitely be a part of them. Okay, so quickly talking about our partners, I'm sure you know that we have 3 partners currently, and we're working on a few others. We have University for the Creative Arts, and this is UCA, is established, and it is in London, or in the UK actually. So we have a UK-based degree that we offer to our students. We have CUC, Concordia University Chicago, as the name says, is based in Chicago in the US. So we have one in the UK, one in the US, and we have Uni Nettuno, which is based in Italy. And all of these 3 partner universities are the ones that offer all the courses to our students. We have other academic partners, as you can see on the screen. So we have PPA, we have Interactive Pro, we have London College of contemporary arts. These are all the other partners that we jointly provide different types of courses for you. So I just want to talk really quickly about our campuses. I'm going to start with our Berlin campus. So the photo that you see on the right is the entrance to our building, and pretty much the whole building looks like that. It looks beautiful in the day, in the afternoon, in the night. It is a really, really gorgeous, gorgeous building. And what you see on the left is our conference room, which is in the heart of this entire building. So it's in the middle of it. There's an open space, and we have the conference room where we have lots of different get-togethers and meetings and conferences, obviously, if it's a conference room. So it really is a really nice space. And I don't know if you can see a bear there, but that's BSBI. And you should know BSBI, and you will get to meet him when you're here on campus. Just to give you a little bit of idea about our spaces, so you can see, I'm not sure if there are classroom settings, but you can see the cafeteria, you can see up on the terrace, you can see the reception area. So it's 4 floors, and we have classrooms, we have a study area, we have a student lounge, we have a reception area, we have the terrace, which is sometimes open to students, but mostly not, but just a really, really nice area. We also have an audio and visual studio. We have an IT laboratory. And yeah, it's just really, really pretty. Trust me, what you see in the pictures, actually it's better when you get here. Normally you can't say that about pictures, but then the campus is kind of nicer looking when you get here and look at it, okay? Here are the programs that we offer really quickly. So we have a foundation and in the foundation and undergraduate courses with UCA, we have the BSc, International Business and Management, which I think is our most popular, and then the BA Tourism and Hospitality, and BA All Honors Programs, Computer Science and Digitization. I'm not sure if you know, but an honors program has more value than just a BSc. It shows it's more stringent, it's more rigorous. So obviously you're already adding value to the whatever course you're doing because it's an honors degree, okay? Which means you're going to have to work pretty hard. And I'm sure all of you are ready to do that and mentally preparing yourself to do that. With UniNet Uno, we have the BA in Economics and Business Administration and the BSc in Psychology. All of the ones that are, if you see on the screen, you can see 3 years or 4 years. If you're doing a foundation, then, which is the international route, you will have to do the 4 years, or it'll just be the 3-year program. So it'll just be based on what you've already done, the pre-requirements of UCA and UniNet Uno, how old you are, all of those we will have to take into consideration before we recommend whether you'll need to do a 3-year or 4-year program. For the master's or the postgraduate courses, here are what we are offering. We have, with UCA, we have the Global MBA, we have MA in Tourism, Hospitality, Event Management, Finance and Investment, Digital Marketing, Data Analytics, and IT and Management. With CUC, I'm sorry, I moved extremely quickly. With CUC, what we have is the master's, the MBA, and the MA in Innovation and Entrepreneurship. A lot of these, actually all of them, are very, very popular courses. And then with UniNet Uno, again, we have Global MBA, International Tourism, we have International Health Management. So for those of you, I have met some dentists, I've met nurses, I've met doctors, all of them who have done a degree in medicine in their own home country, whether it's Turkey or whether it's India or wherever it might be. And then they've come here to do international health management, which really complements them to be to have done their MBBS. Yeah. So we have MSc in Psychology, Energy Management, Engineering, Logistics, Strategic Management. If you go out, for all of you who are there and you're listening, if you go out and look at job vacancies, these are the kind of job vacancies, or these are the fields in which there are jobs right now, which BSBI is very, very keen, and we are determined that we get each of our students ready for the workplace, regardless of where you are planning or your long-term career plan is going to be, whether here in Berlin or wherever it might be back in your home country. But if you look at engineering management or logistics or strategic marketing or health management, these are all courses that are required right now. Also, something that we're hoping for in the future is a partnership with the University of Roehampton, which is based in London. We are offering an MSc in project management, MSc in global logistics and supply chain, and also in human resource management. So really, really exciting new programs that are upcoming. And most of these, as you can see, are 18-month courses. All right. I just want to highlight the computer science and informatics programs that we have. For a lot of you, you might be interested in this. So computer science and digitization, we've already talked about a lot of these, but please pay close attention and know that these are also upcoming, or these are careers that are required, or skills that are required, or undergraduate courses or master's courses that will definitely be recognized in all of the workplaces that you are hoping to be at. I just want to highlight some of the activities that we have. So we have a very, very active academic events calendar. So our academics team, our professors not only teach, but they also train. And so outside, extra to all the teaching that they do, they also run workshops, they also run different types of courses. They also have something like this event called Cafe Scientific, where they have people who come from the job market who tell students, inform students about what to expect, how to get ready, how to get prepared. So it really is such a nice, the different types of events that we have, and I thought it would be important to highlight some of these. This is another Cafe Scientific that they had. It was about information systems and the future of travel. Okay, look at the amount of students that are there actually, and a lot of them were also online. So it really, really is a successful event. Really quickly about our Hamburg campus, as you can see on the right, this is our Hamburg campus, again, extremely centrally located, to train stations, to bus stops. And I'm not sure if you know about Hamburg, but it's a it's a smaller city as compared to Berlin, but super artsy. So it really fits in well the kind of courses that we offer here in Hamburg. It basically are our creative courses, and these are the courses that we have. We have the International Foundation in Art, Design and Media, which is 4 years. We have a BA in animation, BA in graphic design, illustration, and an MA in visual communications. All of these are run in partnership with the University of for the Creative Arts. Okay. Again, just similar to Cafe Scientific, we also have something called Cafe Artistic that we run maybe every couple of months. And this is for all our students with creative streaks, so creative presence, creativity, troublemaker, and fuel for growth. Actually, really quickly, if you don't know, that is our CEO, Mr. Sagi Hartov, who's sitting on the right. We also have different types of exhibitions that we run so that students are able to showcase their art in terms of an art exhibition that we have every autumn. So hopefully one will be coming up. Here's another Cafe Artistic that we have. Yeah, so these just we want to give you an idea of the kind of things that we do outside of the classroom too. I don't know if you can see in the first picture, do you see like a chalkboard behind the students? Well, all of that art was done by students. Every time they come onto our campus from Hamburg, they kind of change what that blackboard looks like. It's on one of the corridors on the second floor, and our students are always kind of being creative on that board. Quickly, to move to what our students have said, these are students who graduated from BSBI. So you can see the first student is talking about how this is the best city. It really is for you to improve your abilities and also have more inventive ideas, expand network. There's so many networking opportunities that we offer not only on our campus, but even outside. you will be able to do that. We also have Sandra, who's talking about how BSBI has been a positive impact on her and how it has paved her career path and made her make proper choices. And that's really what we want. If you're confused about what you want to do, we do want to shed some light and give you that clarity that you might need. Frederick also talks about same kind of how the different types of skills that he's been able to get through his education here, and the same for Antonio. So for each person, it's different. I think you learn so much through your experiences of just being here in Berlin and being able to make it, and also through the friends that you have, the new people, the networking opportunities that you have, and of course, the classes that you are attending. So it really is a holistic experience that we are offering to you once you're here on our campus. All right. So I just want to go through some of the activities that we have here. We've already talked about Cafe Artistique and Cafe Scientifique, but just the other kind of student engagement and events that we have. I just want to spend a few minutes talking about the career support that we have. So like I told you, even before you get onto our campus, and regardless of which campus you choose, you then have access to our career services manager and career services officer. It is a very, very fast growing department because of the need of students on campus. So everyone wants to work on their CV. Everyone is wanting a mock interview or wanting some sort of guidance in terms of interview skills, whatever it might be. So here, just in a nutshell, are the kind of services that we offer, not only for our students, but even when you become alumni, you can come back and, use the services, which I think is absolutely fantastic. And we've had so many students who are still getting in touch with our careers department. So career guidance, interview coaching, CV workshops, on and off campus events. I'll show you some pictures of what that looks like. And also a liaison between an employer and you as an employee through our career events. And really, I think it's important for you to know that we have major career fairs here on campus, but it's not an opportunity for you to find a job necessarily, but it is an opportunity for you to network, to establish a rapport with maybe a company like Amazon that you've wanted to work with. So we do give you those opportunities. We also help you in putting together a really nice LinkedIn profile. We do believe that that's one of the biggest ways in which you as a student can find a job. So we will help you with all of that. You don't need to worry. Here you can see that this is a career event. So students had different ideas of a business that they wanted to start. And then they came and had an opportunity. It was called a BACB pitching day. We also have, like I said, network professional networking platforms where we show you how you, like I said, your LinkedIn profile or what your CV needs to look like. We also take professional pictures because we have a really, really strong and fantastic, well-experienced audio and visual team. They will take your pictures, a professional picture that you can use for your CV and your LinkedIn profile. I should, next time, I'll put some pictures of what those photos look like because they're fabulous. Create a winning business CV. So this is what we will, that's Michael, you can see on the right, he's our career services manager. And then down on the bottom is Martina, they're all part of my team. And so I'm very, very proud to even talk about and showcase the kind of work that they do. We had N26 recently, which is an online bank. And then they came to do a company presentation and also have a networking session. Every company presentation is followed by a networking session where you as a student can actually have that direct interaction with the company or whoever is here to represent the company. Here's one with Bosch. We also had one recently with EY, with Ernst & Young, which also went off really well. These are just some very, very few of our careers and employability partners that we have, Marriott and Intercontinental. So for all of those who are doing tourism and hospitality, Ernst & Young, Study Drive, Job Teaser, Ritz-Carlton. These are just a few. We also do outdoor events, so we take students on museum trips. We also there's one where we went to a factory, as you can see here, to a laboratory. So there's tons that we do even outside, and we've also talked about the career fair that we have. We have one coming up on the 9th of November with we have about 30 to 35 companies coming onto our campus, which is going to be huge, and we're super, super excited about that. Really quickly, I just want to touch on this, and then I'm going to run some polls for like 5 minutes, and then I'm going to be opening it up for questions for about 10 minutes. Okay, so if you decide to study with us, right, you want to do your bachelor's, you want to do your first master's, and then you decide, I want to do one more master's, we will give you that opportunity where you can come and, first of all, be a part of our alumni association or alumni community. And the benefit of doing that is that you get an alumni discount where you only then pay 50% of a tuition fee for the next program that you choose. I hope that makes sense. So if you are doing a global MBA right now, or you're deciding, and then 18 months later, you're like, oh, I think I want to do one more, say in international health management, then you will only pay 50% for the international health management. We have students who, if you saw, I went through that slide a little bit quickly, but we do offer a doctorate program. So we have students who do their master's and then go into a doctorate program, providing that UCA will accept you, then you can do that for just 50%. You only have to pay 50% for your doctoral program, which I think is extremely cool. Okay, so we're going to go really quickly. I know I don't have my my email address here, but I'm going to put it down in the chat box for you. Actually, Francis, if you can just put ask at Berlin SBI, Francis, without whom this webinar would not be running, is helping me and supporting me from the back end. So he will put down my email address, which is ask@berlinsbi.com. So you can please write into me if you have any questions. But I'm going to take some questions also. But before that, I'm going to run, I see a couple of hands are already up, which I'm not going to be able to let you speak, but you can write down your question and I will be happy to take it. But I'm just going to run a poll for everyone who's here. The first one, I hope everyone can see it. Which education background best describes you? Okay, so if you can just go ahead and answer that, just so that I also have an idea. I should have probably asked, but I feel like a lot of you have finished your undergraduation, so you're looking for your postgraduate. Yep, I look like I'm right. A lot of you are postgraduate students, and or you're looking for a postgraduate course, which is great. Okay, some of you undergraduate, that's great, awesome. Okay, I'll give it a few more minutes. I'll give every poll maybe about 45 seconds to a minute in order for you to answer. I can see some of you are undergraduate students looking for bachelor's, postgraduate students interested in a master's. That's amazing. Really good to see this. Okay. All right. My second question is which campus intrigues you the most from what you just heard? Which one would you be most based on what you want to study? Would it be the Berlin campus, or are you looking at the Hamburg campus, or both look pretty good to you? That also you can do. Wow, surprisingly, a lot of you are saying that you're interested in both. Actually, they're both really, really nice campuses. So I don't blame you for choosing the second one too. Okay. So I see a lot of you. Okay, great. Majority, yes, I can see for Berlin, but that could be because of the kind of program that you're looking at, and I completely understand that. Which faculty interests you the most? So which faculty, as in which program are you looking at? Are you looking at economics and administration, or are you looking at creative industries, or are you just exploring what you want to do? So which one? I can see most of you are for economics and admin. There's a handful of you for creative industries. So for all those who want to do creative industries, the only program that we offer here is digital marketing here in Berlin, but we have all our other creative courses are in Hamburg. Okay. All right. I'm just waiting for a couple of more of you to answer. I love that there are so many of you on the webinar today. So nice to see all of you, and I hope all of you were there from the beginning. Okay, great. So a lot of you, most people for economics and admin, and then some of you are here to look at what kind of options there are for you. Completely understandable. Here's a question that I really want you to be honest about. How do you feel about studying in a multicultural environment? Or yeah, so is that something that you're excited to do? Is that you don't really care, or you're not interested at all? So I can see that some of you are putting that you're extremely excited, which is top priority, and I'm sure, and I'm so glad you're saying that, because there's a lot of learning that comes through that. Somewhat interested, it's an added advantage. Okay. All right. Really, really happy to see that most of you are super excited about coming on to a multicultural environment. And it truly is. You will see when you come on to our campus or go through some of our YouTube channels, you definitely will see it. Yeah. Okay. Here we go. Here's a question. I cannot imagine anyone will say no to this. Are you looking for scholarship opportunities? So we just want to get an idea just so that we can see the kind of opportunities we're offering you. Okay. So for some of you, okay, it's not a deal breaker. That is really heartening to know that regardless of whether you get a scholarship or not, that you will be here on our campus, which is wonderful. Okay. So most of you are saying that it is crucial for your decision, but for some of you, it's not a deal breaker. Okay, good, good. This gives us a lot of perspective. What's your primary role after completing your studies at BSBI? So, is it to work here in Germany? Is it to start your own business? Is it to study further? Is it to go back to your home country, or do you have other plans? So we would be happy to know how many of you are thinking of staying here in Germany, because of course we'd love to see you for longer time, more than 18 months or 3 years or whatever course you're planning. Some of you returning to your home country, some pursuing further studies. That's awesome, great. Okay, so most of you, out of all of the ones that are here, we can see to work in Germany in your field of study. Great, awesome. Okay, just really quickly, we're almost done. What factor is most crucial to you when choosing a study institute? So are you looking at the reputation and quality of the programs? Are you looking at job opportunities or the extracurriculars or the tuition and scholarships, location? Maybe we should have had an all of the above, yeah? Next time we'll put that for you, because all of those are really important. Maybe not just one, but what is your most important factor or most crucial. Yeah. So just pick one for now. So quality and reputation of programs, good. Very nice to see that. Tuition, yeah. So for those of you who it might be hard to go to another country, maybe like the UK or the US, this really is such a great option because you get to experience a European city and work here and get an international education either from UK or from the US. I think that's fantastic. It really looks good on your CV, trust me. Okay, so for most of you, it is the quality of your education. Okay, and the last, which additional support service is most important to you during your study? So this gives us some perspective of to get ready for you and what you need as a student. So what kind of additional support would you like? Career and job placement, networking events, accommodation, extracurriculars, language and cultural, what would be most important for you as a student? Okay, so most of you have put career and job placement assistance. Fair enough. Completely understand. Thank you, everyone. I believe that you've been super honest with it. I'm just going to see if there are any questions that I can take for you. But in the meantime, I'm going to, oh, I can see there's lots and lots of questions. Okay. But in the meantime, I'm just going to put down in the, I hope that everyone can see this box where you've been asking the questions. So you can just write into me at ask@berlinsbi.com. Okay, I've put that down for everyone. Oh, I hope everyone can see that. Francis, if you can do that for me also, that would be great. Okay, so hi, there was someone from Sri Lanka. We have enterprise postgraduate student interested in master's program. Antonia, did you have a question for me with regards to your program? You are, so who is this? Let me open it properly. Okay, I hold a national diploma for 3 years and it was taught in English. However, I've not taken the English proficiency like IELTS or TOEFL. Despite this, I'm proficient in reading, writing, and listening. Will this be sufficient for admission? Normally, a medium of instruction, Prince, I think you've asked me that question, should be okay, but there is a certain validity that we need to look at it. There are students who do submit a medium of an MOI letter, which is the medium of instruction letter. So I would definitely ask you if you have a program advisor or a student advisor, if you can get in touch with them, Prince, or write into me and I will get them to get in touch with you. We can look at what you've studied already. We can look at your English and how you've done and the kind of course. And if it's eligible, then we can let you know and then you can apply. Okay. Otherwise, I do highly recommend that you either do the IELTS or the TOEFL. It does look good even when you're applying for your visa. Hamburg, if I can have MBA, others I will stick with Berlin. I think there was only an MA in visual communications that we were offering, Antonia, in Hamburg. So you might have to do the MBA here. Okay. Antonia, I've put my email address down. It's ask, and I've sent it to you, ask@berlinsbi.com. Okay. So, I will get someone to get in touch with you, Antonia, and get them to help you through the application process so you can look at which program would be the best for you and what you would like to apply for. Okay. Okay. Is there any other questions from the audience? If you just want to, I know some of you have put your hand up Ahmed and Abanoob and Bart Jr. and Favor, Jessica, Kadro, all your hands are up, but unfortunately I can't unmute you. So if you just want to write your question in the question box, that would be great, and then we can take your question for you, no problem at all. Yeah. Any other questions? No problem, Antonia. Ahmed, the procedure to landing in Germany for BSBI is also important. Strengthening the procedure will help many international students currently many facing visa issues. Yes, 100%. So if you, Ahmed, get in touch with us, then we are able to put you in touch with a program advisor and a student support officer who will then first tell you the kind of documents that you need to submit, the requirements, whether what if you have any English requirements, they will let you know about it. And then once you get admission into the program that you're looking at, you go through all the formalities and you register side by side. We will then tell you what the process is to apply for your visa, depending on the country that you're applying from, the documents you need to get together, how you will answer some of the questions if you have an interview. So we will prepare you for all of that till you come here. And then once you come here, then the department that I work for, which is student services, then we will help you with whatever else that you need to do. Okay. Lakshani, you said you haven't completed your English proficiency. Yes, you can send the results later, but I would definitely recommend that you finish it as soon as possible. Okay. So important for you to do your English proficiency, submit those scores to us. You know our pre-requirements for our English scores, because it's everything's taught in English. We are quite strict about, you know, the scores that you need to get. You can't even be 1 point lower than what is required. So once you do that, then we can get you through the rest of the process. You're welcome, Ahmed, anytime. Antonia, you have a letter from your school that it was taught in English. That's what, so once you get in touch with your program advisor, who I will put you in touch with, then they will tell you whether you're eligible to apply with your medium of instruction or not. Okay, it all depends on the university partner that you're looking at and what the requirements are. So I will not be able to comment on it right now. All I can say is make sure that you have the letter with you, that you can then show to your program advisor, who hopefully will get in touch with you by tomorrow. Okay. Okay, any other questions? Otherwise, we're going to wrap this up because a lot of you were here on time and I don't want to delay you anymore. Maybe late wherever you are logging in from. So I don't want to delay it for any more people. My email address is already put in the chat box. So thank you, Francis, for helping me with that. I'm just going to put it again so that if anyone missed it, you will find it in the chat box. Okay. All right, doesn't look like there are any more questions. Thanks everyone for being here, for staying with me through the entire session. It was absolutely lovely. I'm sorry that you didn't have a chance to speak, but you know, we would just then go on and on and on. So that's why I've given you my email address. Please feel free to write into me, ask me if you have any questions, especially for those of you who had your hands up. Go ahead and ask your questions and I will get back to you in the next couple of days. I really, really hope to see all of you on campus. Thank you so much for being here and good luck with everything. And we will see you very, very soon. Bye-bye for now.